Yes.
Guess what, everyone? It is Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone.
I hope every bunny is having a good day. I did the My Little Pony thing there. Every pony? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Otakucast.
Sorry, you just reminded me of my buddy's daughter. Me and my friend
What
were
do you
over
say?
at
What do
his...
you know? My phone
me
call.
and my friend were over at my buddy's house like a couple years ago, and we were like role playing with him, and his daughter was like, while we were busy, his daughter wanted us to go like play My Little Pony with her, and one of my friends is like playing with her, and she just looks at him and goes, "No, you play My Little Pony wrong."
That's funny.
I just remember that. It's just a great time.
That's great. That's great. But I'm glad everybody came. This is the Otakucast. I'm your host, Angel's Calamity. I've got a little YouTube channel you can check out at youtube.com/Angel's Calamity. It's all one word. Lowercase, you know. I'd never got that wrong before. And I'm still working through Let's Play Little Nightmares and did some more forest video. And the forest castle videos are really funny. If you don't watch them, you're missing out. 70 hours of footage I have to edit, but it's worth it. It's worth it because we're hilarious. Chase is in it with me and some other friends, and you guys got to watch it. And then my co-host, Directionally Challenged.
Hi, I'm Directionally Challenged. I have a YouTube channel, YouTube/Directionally Challenged. I'm currently doing a playthrough of Dragon Quest XI. It's fantastic.
Yay. Good
you
stuff.
Still working on that mega barn or whatever?
Yeah, I got a farm.
You got a farm?
I got a farm. I have cut down so much forestry. So much forestry to try and build this thing. And I'm just like, there's so much more wood.
The world one farm at a time and one mega barn at a time, I guess. And don't forget about our God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to introduce me.
Yes.
That's one hell of an introduction there.
Between my friends. But now everybody is in on it, so...
Excuse me, car. So, I'm just yelling at the cars. Yep.
We got some news for you.
We have some news, indeed.
Yes, I'll go ahead and go first. We are going to go first with E3's 2021's digital show will be free. We'd already talked about E3's show going digital, but now the ESA says they'll announce more details very soon, but E3 2021 will look like remains a mystery, but the first official details are beginning to come to light. The ESA announced on Thursday that E3 2021 will go ahead as a digital show, at least in part, in response to a leak that suggested it might charge for attendance. They said the whole show will be free for all attendees and will not include any sort of paywall.
That's really cool that they're gonna do it.
They said this article continues to say that the wording goes on to imply that there's some physical presence as well, but we won't have to wait much longer to learn more about what's in store because they will announce the details very soon. They've been hard at work to deliver a free experience for everyone interested in E3 2021. We're excited to share further details soon. A spokesperson added that there will be no elements at E3 2021 that will be behind any sort of pay. So, which is awesome, and they tweeted it out, and this, once again, all these news stories are in our Discord, so you can check out the tweet. But
the only issue I have with like E3 lately is that like PlayStation pulled out, Microsoft pulled out, Bethesda pulled out, and it's just like E3 sort of kind of doesn't really have a reason to go much anymore, except for Nintendo.
Yeah, you're not wrong because everyone wants to do their own thing now.
I really hate that. I really do.
I do too. Just put it all in one go. Let us have it all bunched together.
No, we gotta have individual streaming services now for every freaking show. Nintendo, like, oh no, Nickelodeon's gonna have its own streaming service. HBO, Cinemax, like, God.
Yep. It was once the biggest show on video in terms of video games and with profile and prominence. And now even Gamescom, which is relatively something new for me, is much larger when it comes to total attendance to pre-pandemic years.
That seems kind of sad.
It usually happens early to mid-June, and I'll still watch it. If I can, I'll catch it, or at least I'll watch some highlights from it myself. I don't know. Will you guys? Let us know in the comments or the chat.
Let us know.
Let us know. Let us know. What's our next news story?
So, My Hero Academia's All Might gets a cameo in Deadpool Samurai manga. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, there is a Deadpool manga, and it is fantastic. But
Is it?
Yes, it is. It's really good. In the 9th chapter of Senshiro Kasama and Hikaru Usegi's Deadpool Samurai manga, My Hero Academia character All Might shows up to save Deadpool from trouble while uttering his trademark phrase, "I am here!" The chapter might have released on the Shonen Jump Plus app and website on April 1st, but the official Twitter account and its service stressed that it is no prank. The chapter is currently available to read for free, so you can confirm the turn of events for yourself. The manga launched on Shonen Jump Plus on December 10th. Kasama and Oseki previously published a one-shot on October 2019 under the same title on Shonen Jump Plus as a part of a collaboration between Shusei and Marvel Comics to publish a bi-weekly series of 7 manga short stories. Yes, it was a one-shot that was popular enough that it has become its own manga series. And yes, it is free. I have read it. It's great.
Very nice. That is awesome. I love Deadpool. I love Hero. So, yes, all of the yes.
It's turned around manga wise. It's finally turned around.
I mean, you love it. You love to see, especially like crossovers like that. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. It actually is really cool.
And then Tokyo Ghoul fans are going viral as they plead for a new anime. Now, once again, Tokyo Ghoul season 1 was okay. It stayed pretty close to the anime, but the next season, and that's where I left it go, it completely went off the rails. It got really confusing. It had really weird lore. And turns out it was not manga canon.
The manga canon also kind of goes off the rails, though. Mm. I lost interest in the manga.
And they're like, no, this is bad. They got like literally mad because of how bad things went.
Yeah, it diverts from a manga that already took a hard right. And it's just kind of weird that it's like, it already took a hard right. Why are you you're just like, no. We took a hard right, now we're gonna swerve hard left.
I mean, they recently saw the arrival of its second feature film in Tokyo Ghoul S, giving fans a new take on the anime character of Ken Kaneki and his supernatural abilities. But anime viewers are dying to see the world of ghouls. I can read words.
The world of ghouls.
Watch out for them jowls.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me.
Social media to express their desire for the anime's return. The latest anime series came to close in 2018. Following 24 episodes of the series, it brought new fans to the world of supernatural threats. And it is a very dark anime.
Dark is an understatement.
Lots of cannibalism, not even gonna lie.
There's stuff. Oh man, it is It makes cop dramas look like a fun Sunday cartoon.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And everyone's hoping it will get the Brotherhood treatment, where it gets a remake that's more faithful. There's a whole bunch of tweets that people are just angry because that people have actually turned to manga. Non-manga readers have turned to manga just so they can get the full story of the original story of Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh my lord.
Watch that Tokyo gal.
You can't hate me as much as I hate myself right now, friends. Anyway,
I've been looking up that there Tokyo gal
on their internet.
On that their internets. It's one of them there Japanese comic book things.
You know,
the ones that don't read right.
Anyway, it's going viral, but just how many people are clamoring to make this happen.
I'm sorry.
Damn you. It's okay. It's okay. It's funny. Content. We're making content. People, put that in a clip, everybody. But clip it. Somebody. But yeah, so if you are also someone who believes this, jump on the viral train and let the creators see that this is what we want.
Jump on the ghoul train.
I hate you sometimes.
You know, honestly, what you really say is what they need to do is they need to jump on the ghoul bus.
Save these for Halloween, but also, like, my lord.
I got puns for days.
You really do, man.
No, Chase normally doesn't like my puns, so what is this?
I don't know. Betrayal.
You know what? Yeah.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Right here.
The Halo multiplayer Halo betrayal.
Betrayed.
I can't get my voice that low, otherwise I would. But anyway, our topic today.
Our topic.
Easter eggs in anime.
We're taking you guys on an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you have your favorite Easter eggs, make sure you put them in the comments so we can check them out.
There's a ton of Easter eggs.
There is. Do you want to... wait, actually, before we get into specific Easter eggs, I have a little bit of knowledge to lay on y'all. Easter eggs, it is... If you don't know what Easter eggs in media is, it's an image or feature hidden in another work, hidden references in other works, inside jokes, sweet love letters, or nods to other creators. Mm-hmm. And it can happen in anything and everything. Some Easter eggs are very subtle, others are very more robust. And why are they called Easter eggs? Any idea?
Probably because it's a lot of them are like hidden away, and it's sort of like, the Easter egg hunt. You have to sort of hunt for some of them.
Exactly. It's like an Easter egg hunt, looking for something concealed, and no one who is really 100% sure who invented the idea, but Alfred Hitchcock used them. He was the first Easter egg himself and made cameo appearances in 39 of his films, and twice in 1972's A Store of the London Fog.
Yeah, it's sort of like a lot of the Marvel movies had little hidden things within them, like you would find little bits from the other films.
And stuff. Yeah.
Well, a lot more subtle than that. Like if you looked at like Tony Stark's desk, there's a thing from like the Chitauri invasion, like one of those little things sitting there, and sort of stuff like that.
Yeah, that is true. There's lots of things that have Easter eggs, and people love to see it. I love the graphic you have over your image there, Chase. That's great. As a little
yeah. Thank you.
But they can also, did you know they can be used to identify movies? And they also use them for funnies and nods to other works. But like the movie Memento, the movie is out of order. And I've never seen this movie, but I'm told I have to watch it. And it's up to the viewer to piece it together. But there's an Easter egg in limited editions that shows the entire film in chronicle order. And I guess depending on which order the movie shows in is which release it was. So they can identify bootleg copies of it.
Interesting. There's
other examples, but that was the one I found the most interesting. So
that's also sort of like, what was it? I had it. I just had it, and now I lost it.
Drink the rest of my sweet ambrosia.
Yeah, I just had it and then I lost it. But yeah, there's a lot of like little Easter eggs throughout a lot of works. And that's why we're bringing it up, because it's Easter. You do Easter egg hunts, and so we're here.
Yay! So do you want me to go first, or do you want to?
Yeah, talk about one of your favorite Easter eggs.
I'm gonna actually put like the one I found the most interesting first, because in Yuri on Ice in South Park, had a crossover. Yes, they did.
That's not the right one.
Episode 12. Season 1, there's only one season at this point, but episode 12, which is the season finale, we see a baby J.J. Leroy dressed up as Cartman. What makes it even more interesting, you haven't trouble there for me?
Just a bit.
I labeled them just for you.
Thank you.
But welcome. I can see my labeling system failed.
This is fine.
There we go. But then what makes it even more interesting is that before this actually happened, in episode 277 of the season 20 finale of South Park, they showed Ike's search history, and Yuri on Ice and Naruto were both listed in his search history. So the two shows nodded each other. South Park made a reference first, and Yuri on Ice went, "We see you," and made a reference right back. And I think that's so cool.
Throw up an Eric Cartman outfit.
It's so cool. But yeah, so I just thought it was super cool because that outfit is so iconic. You see that?
Yeah,
I don't
you know
even watch
who that
a lot
is
of
when you
South
see
Park
it.
anymore. I don't even watch because I just have so many other things on my plate to do. But it's just like, yeah, that's Cartman.
Like, that's Cartman.
It's adorable, and I love it so much. But you know, what do you have for one?
Well,
Since I cannot think of words.
I want to throw this out there since we talked about the Boku no Hero Academy feature, Marvel crossover. I want to bring up in the first chapter of Boku no Hero Academy, and I think even in the anime, but the chapter was the easiest one to get the cap of. They show a bunch of heroes from different series as well as from Marvel. Like they show the image of Spider-Man when they talk about superheroes, but they also show like Ultraman. They have like I think an allusion to Devilman and Wolverine, and I think even Superman is thrown in there. But if you look really closely, they also kind of have Ultimate Muscle in there. Yeah, but like those are something that's really cool that you kind of see sometimes just thrown out there in a lot of works where they don't show explicitly that this is Wolverine or that this is Spider-Man, but when you see the image, you go, that's Spider-Man. Look at the eyes in the silhouette, and then like in the background you have a character with kind of like crazy hair and 3 claws on each hand. And you're like, it's Wolverine. We know that's Wolverine.
Yeah, that is pretty cool though. I don't think we got an image up for that one. That's okay.
That's fine. It's fine. I just thought that was really cool that, when you find out later that, they have that crossover with Deadpool and Boku no Hero Academy, and then you find that, like, the first chapter they had, Spider-Man and Wolverine thrown in there, that the creator of Boku no Hero Academy clearly took inspiration from Marvel Comics, clearly loved American superheroes, and it's just nice that we get that cross back to, hey, we see you, let's throw out a collab, we're superheroes, you're superheroes, you like us, we like you, let's make it official.
That is super cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like those sort of things. It's like a nice little story.
Me too. It definitely makes it like, I don't know, it makes it even better because it's like, yeah, these shows are all their own in their own right, but they can nod to each other and not like no drama or any of that nonsense. No, we're gonna sue you for using our it
would be different if it was Disney.
Yeah, it's definitely not Disney.
Disney don't do anything.
Disney don't play. Disney don't play.
Disney likes to shut you down.
Yeah, it sure does. And apparently I could not find my own number 5 because
number 5.
I don't know. I don't know what I am. But number 5, I'd like to mention Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood Scar was seen in a My Hero Academia episode in the crowd in episode 49, One for All. Both shows were made by Bones Studio.
Bones.
And there's fans say they've also spotted Winry as well. See, Scar's right there in that image. and Winry is one in another crowd, and I don't know, she doesn't look exactly like Winry, but
I mean, it's a nod. Like, he doesn't look exactly like Scar.
yeah,
It's
but
just
it's
close
pretty
enough.
close. Yeah, it's close, and it looks like he could be part of that world, but people who know are just like, yeah, because it's very cool, I think, because as I said, both are made by Studio Bones, and so they're just like, let me just add this in here. And both are great shows. Full Metal Alchemist is my favorite show. So
that looks like a panda in the bottom there. That might be a secret Panda Man.
Panda? Where are you seeing a panda?
Second image. Bottom next to the bald guy with glasses.
Oh, I don't see the second image on the stream, so.
I'm looking at our stream assets, so.
Oh, well, you look at those assets. I will look at those assets as well. And then I'll tell you whether or not I see a panda.
We'll collaborate.
I mean, it's pretty obviously a panda when you see it.
It could be a hat.
That's a panda.
Could be a hat.
Look,
it could be.
There's a werewolf man that looks like he's a nod to Teenage Werewolf.
Am I trying to find this?
It's in the stream assets. It's right underneath the other image.
No, I need to close the Discord to do that. Never mind.
No, it's okay. It's okay. They can just give it a Google. Just look for When We Rock Well in My Hero Academia, and you'll see the image.
Yeah.
All right. It's lovely.
And I don't think she looks very much like Winry, though. I mean, it's right by the werewolf dude. Is the person.
Yeah, it's really it's close enough to be like a little.
It's dark, even though Winry has a lighter hair color, blonde with a bandana on her head, and
well, on the it's the style, the outfit, the way, the goggles and things like that. It's enough to be like a little homage at the very least.
I'll give you that much. That much. But yeah, so let us know if you've spotted that one in the show. I remember I saw Scar in the show. I didn't see the Winry, but I spotted Scar. Yeah. Well, you got another one for us, DC?
Well, speaking of pandas. So this is a really cool little factoid. Yeah, this is a really cool little factoid. So in One Piece, Ichiro Oda has a character called Panda Man. And Panda Man is in every single episode of the anime and every single chapter of the manga somewhere. Just somewhere. Sometimes a little more obvious than others. Other times, like, people have posted manga clippings where they have to zoom into this like large audience crowd in the background, and you'll just see there's Panda Man. He's right there. He's like, where's Waldo? You know, where you gotta look for him because it is a true Easter egg. He is there somewhere, and you gotta find him. Where is he? That's part of the hunt. And so it's really cool
like
because
weird small little thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I really like about it. Because he's a pirate.
Does Panda Man have any other sort of thing going on? Like, do you know anything about him other than he just appears in every episode?
Literally, he was created for an Ultimate Muscle thing. Like, Oda made a character. It was either for it was a contest for the anime or a game.
Weird.
Yeah. But he was a character designed for the anime or the game that was coming out, and Oda just loved the design so much that he kept him throughout One Piece. So this is he's just a character that has a panda mask on that says panda. He's got heart pasties, and he's got these arm tights. I don't know how else to describe them, that have bamboo leaves on them. And he's wanted by the Marines. He has a super high bounty. And for some reason, he is just everywhere. He's in random pirate crews. He's in random Marine crews. He's just everywhere. They had he was on, there's an Amazon Lily arc, which is an all female island. And even there is a female Panda Man.
That's great. I wonder if it'd be hilarious if, whenever the end of One Piece comes about, he's some big major part of some plot point.
Oh yeah, no. There's been many theories about who Panda Man is and if he's gonna be the final villain of One Piece.
He's probably not going to, but Why would
Nah,
he
but
need to
he's
write
gonna be
Panda
there.
on his head, though? Because clearly he is a
I mean,
panda.
when you make a character for Ultimate Muscle, what do you expect? Like, what? I like him because he reminds me of King from Tekken with the animal
leopard.
head. Yeah. But I love King. But yeah, no, I just really like the story of Panda Man. I really like looking at all of the chapters because I do read the manga, and I like looking for him and trying to find him, and it's really hard sometimes. But
That's cool.
it's a fun little hunt every time you watch the anime or read a chapter to figure out where Panda Man is.
That is really neat. And well, the next one I'm going to talk about is not subtle in the slightest. It's very, very obvious. Even if you don't watch either of the shows, you can look at it, and this screenshot's from Assassination Classroom.
Yeah.
Chase knows what we're talking about. Even if you don't watch either of the shows, you can clearly go, that's Assassination Classroom. That's Kuro. I think his name. What's his name? Kuro Sensei. Yeah. And he's dressed up as Naruto. Now the show makes a bunch of other nods, but this is the most prominent to me, at least.
It is. Yeah, the main Kuro Sensei is a parody in and of himself.
Yes, it was
just everything.
I watched a good. I watched about half of the first season, if there's more than one, I don't know, of Assassination Classroom. And it's a good show. I am definitely want to watch more of it. But it was episode 6 that this particular Easter egg showed up in. And it's just a joke. It's Shonen Jump also did it. And this show also references Gintama, Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Z, all that kind of stuff. So it hits the popular ones, and it's great because it's Kuro Sensei.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I read through the entire manga, and it was a very interesting story. Very interesting.
So far, what I've seen of the anime, interesting is definitely a word that describes it.
Edgy.
Look,
it's
octopus teachers. Not even a spoiler. This is the first episode. Octopus teacher is training the kids to kill him.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
He's literally training these children to kill him.
Yeah, the entire point is to kill the sensei.
Why? You'll find out if you watch the show, but it's certainly interesting. But it's done well, though. It's weird as that premise sounds. It's done well, so check it out. If you guys like Assassination Classroom, let us know in the comments or the chat box. Don't forget about telling us about them Easter eggs you'd like. What's another Easter egg for you, DC?
So, have you heard of A Girl Who Leapt Through Time?
Yes, I have. I've seen it.
It's a very good movie.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Food Wars?
Yes.
It's a very interesting...
I've seen the first and second season. Almost his full second season.
It's a very interesting series. So, one of the manga chapters of Food Wars has a very interesting image drawn of one of the, I think it's like the third years or so, with the title of The Soba Which Leaps Through Time.
That's great.
A very, very clear homage to that movie. Very obvious.
Yeah, that's great though. You can't deny how the greatness of that.
Oh yeah, no, I love it. It's something that's so unexpected, where you're looking through it, and then all of a sudden you've got the Soba Which Leaps Through Time.
And it's just, and the art is great. Like, it looks a lot like.
I was gonna say, Food Wars has great art, and
it is.
The design choices and everything, very
soba,
good.
I know that's a food.
Soba is usually a cold noodle dish.
Cold noodles sounds weird to me. I've never had soba.
You got ramen, you got soba, and then you've got udon, and they're like the three main.
They're the big three.
Yeah.
I've actually had soba.
Yes, legit though.
Is
it good?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
This soba can leap through time.
which is impressive if you can leave your tongue.
Great soba, I guess. And what's the main character of Food Wars? What the heck is his name?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Whatever his name is, must have made that soba because they make that food look so good in that show.
I know. I'm really impressed by it. I love that they like so much of that food is like they try to keep it as real as possible.
You could make that food in your kitchen if you had the right ingredients. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole goal is to make food that's legit, and it's not like. It's not like Toriko, which just goes like crazy fantasy foods. It's like this
drama it up so much. I love it so.
I've seen people make the dishes and they compare like the dish to the manga, and it's like it looks super close. Like
which is super awesome.
Yeah, they put the time into that. I got to give props to the mangaka because I couldn't even imagine coming up with those dishes.
Most of those dishes are real dishes, aren't they? Or no, just coming up.
Some are and some aren't. Like some are like based off of like take a real dish and then put twists onto it.
Did you ever see the person that made the Black Butler the chocolate curry bun that Sebastian?
Yeah.
Somebody made that.
I have made a curry bun before.
Chocolate curry.
Yeah, well, that's because like you can do it right.
Yes.
Some people make the chocolate curry buns, but they go a little too far with the chocolate, and they don't realize that
it's just a like subtle flavoring.
Yeah. Also, if you use normally you're supposed to use like a pretty dark chocolate because that's
and a very
savory flavor,
very high quality one.
Yeah,
or like a bitter chocolate. Yeah.
And I mean, curry in Japan is completely different to curry in England and completely different to curry in India.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I love a Japanese curry though. I do.
I cannot say I've ever had. Usually curry implies spiciness, and I cannot. My stomach cannot handle the spice. Your stomach cannot handle milk. My stomach cannot handle spice.
Yeah. No.
And there are more cars.
It's okay.
Yes. What you got?
What do I got? I got Light Yagami from Death Note in Death Parade, which we watched this on Anime Club. Was it season before last or last?
It was last season.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was great.
That is a very clear homage.
Homage, or it prompts a whole bunch of theories because technically, with the way that Death Note ended, no spoilers, he could definitely be in that position. Could definitely, maybe. I mean, that's kind of a spoiler in itself. But the show is old. I'm sorry.
If you haven't seen Death Note or the 37,000 like remakes of Death Note, then
it's likely that you wouldn't be here without Death Note. A lot of people who like anime don't go or they don't seek further than Death Note.
If you're watching this and you've not seen Death Note, unless it's live, pause this and go binge all 12 episodes right now, and then come back. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right now. If you got time, trust me. But anyway, episode number I didn't write the episode number because isn't it the last 10, 11, or 12? It's one of the last.
I think so. Oh wait, it's okay.
11.
Without spoiling anything. Oh, yeah, no. Never mind.
Death Parade, not Death Note. Talking about Death Parade.
Yeah. I'm still.
Don't.
If you haven't.
Death Note. Don't.
Death Note.
No, it'll hurt your brain.
Do it.
And then we see him awaiting judgment. And we can only imagine how that will go. Because actually, he's the unnamed man, and what was her name? Mayu was given the choice by Genti between her boo and this random man that she has no idea of knowing. Not going to really spoil it very much, but yeah. And this was also both produced by Madhouse. So, there you go. So it's a double nod there, and I love it because it works. What do you think? We all know where he's going.
Well,
I mean, yeah,
Mayu and Thingo went to the Void, so technically doesn't he have to therefore go to Rebirth?
I mean, not necessarily.
I mean, I thought that was, like, originally the rules, but they kind of screwed that up a little bit
Look,
I think-
halfway through. Like, that was a big plot hole. Like,
I think Genti was just trying to get her to test her. I don't know if that was.
yeah.
But he had it in
It
there.
probably wasn't really even really a person. Let's be honest. It could have been like friggin'
That's all.
A mannequin.
or like an old video from like 30 freaking
Just
judgments ago.
Whatever Genti found laying around, he's like, yeah, that'll do it. You know.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Slap it on there.
Yeah, but look, I was Team Light the whole entire for Death Note,
Ew.
and
But yes.
he'd be going, I still think he'd be going to the ye old Void. Oh come on! You can't agree with his methodology at all.
I can't agree with him in general
No, because
anymore.
like,
When I was an angsty teen, yes.
well, also he kind of like steps away from like the people I agreed with after a while, and it's just sort of like
Look, I'm not saying he
purse
doesn't go crazy.
snatchers, and
I'm not saying he doesn't go a little crazy there at the end, but I'm still Team Light.
He goes from like, oh yeah, mass murderers, all right, I understand, to like, well, this person is a purse snatcher, and I'm like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Who's gonna die?
I mean, the world's overpopulated, so. What?
Hey, we've already fixed that problem.
So,
Jace,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. I just Thanos snapped everyone into oblivion.
It just
If you're still here, good luck.
bats.
Yeah,
Bats?
it involved bats. And a little place in China. Yeah.
Clean cut, move down.
So, speaking of previous Narutos, let's throw out, in Naruto, one of the chapter, like, manga covers featured a Kage head of Naruto that was painted on, and one of the paintings was the straw hat. That's different.
Wait,
You got a different one.
that is the wrong thing.
That is from the Ronin Kenshin with
Whoopsies.
a One Piece symbol.
Well,
Oh dear.
We're talking Naruto. The Kage said, there it is. Nice big picture there. It features a
it
defaced...
literally says Naruto on it, Chase.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It says Naruto.
I know you haven't seen the show or read the manga, but
Oh dear.
So it features a defaced Naruto Kage head with the One Piece straw hat logo on it, which is a nice little nod to, you know, the creators giving each other a nice little shout. There's other ones, obviously. Like, you can throw up, if you want to, the One Piece cover that featured Nami in an Akatsuki outfit.
which is awesome.
That's, yeah, I like that the two mangakas, Kishimoto and Oda. Kishimoto and Oda.
We're having problems.
There's a lot of Naruto references in there. There's the Konoha symbol. It's not really the Akatsuki. The Akatsuki
Yeah,
were the clouds. But
yeah, I know.
Konoha symbol.
But
And
it's,
then
yeah, it's the
on whatever
Akatsuki's.
Fox or thing. It's got the
Yes,
Naruto
there's a
thing
fox
on its back.
with an actual Naruto on its back.
And for those of you who don't know, a Naruto is actually like a literal fish cake. It's
Yes.
like that little pink,
They're-
white, pink swirly thing you guys see in
Yeah.
ramen. That's a Naruto.
They're not bad. They are really not bad.
Which
Now,
one's really fishy?
Now, if you'll notice as well, you'll see that Luffy is eating Naruto's famous bowl of ramen,
Yes, he is.
and there is a character standing behind Nami, which has an interesting outfit that looks very similar
Did we
to
not
a...
get that? No, that's okay. You guys can give it the Google.
Yeah, but it's One Piece chapter 766. If you want to look it up, it features pretty much it's Naruto and Luffy at a table. Luffy is eating Naruto's ramen, while Naruto is eating Luffy's signature meat.
I see it now. I zoomed. I get the full image because I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
What is that? No, it's definitely Naruto and and Luffy eating at a table. They just couldn't put his face on there because I get it. Copyright.
Yeah, which is, but obviously that's a really cool nod. They're sharing
sandals and everything. That's cool.
Yeah, they're sharing each other's signature dishes.
Doing it live, boys. Doing it live.
I don't know why they colored it green.
That was in the assets.
Yeah, I don't know why they colored it green.
But it was a web file, so it didn't download. So therefore, I could not get it up here. Doing it live, boys. Doing it live.
But those are really cool. I like that they did that. I like that the mangakas, throw nods to each other. There's some Naruto for you. That's what Naruto looks like. I have had it. I have had ramen. The Naruto doesn't exactly taste like anything, really.
Yeah, it tastes just bland.
Yeah, just kind of I don't know why it's
there.
What is it called?
Why is it called Naruto? I don't know.
I think it was once supposed to be fish, but now it's just become mass-produced stuff.
I will say that the ramen I had was kind of disappointing because I got beef ramen, but I really think what they did was they just used roast beef from, the store.
Yikes.
Because I looked at it and I was like, this is sandwich roast beef stuff. This is not...
That's disappointing.
That seems very Vietnamese to use just regular meats as...
Yeah, that was interesting because they did the half egg in it,
Yeah.
The hard-boiled egg, which I thought would be weird.
Was it a hard-boiled egg or a soft-boiled egg?
Hard-boiled.
Should have been soft-boiled, but carry on.
Well, I thought it would be weird to have the egg in it, but it actually was not bad at all. It was a soy sauce-soaked egg, and it tasted pretty good.
Nice.
That's also where I had takoyaki for the first time.
I want to have those little fish cake things, takoyakis. I've seen an ad for a melon one, and I'm like,
octopus balls.
Oh, okay. The something. The little fish cake ones are ones I want to try too. I don't remember.
Oh, the ones that look like fishes?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're basically waffles filled with red bean paste.
Yes. Oh,
whatever.
I have had that. They are great.
I want to try them.
I highly recommend.
They have them in Melbourne.
Microwaved. Yeah. They're usually eaten microwaved. I highly recommend deep frying them. That is my recommendation to all of you. Do it. It's way better than microwaving.
I've never seen them in any stores around here, so.
Melbourne.
I've never had either. I want to try it. But anyway.
We have a ton of Asian markets, so.
Ooh, there is one.
Same.
No, I drive past frequently. I bet I could find it there. But anyway, my next one is once again nod to Cole and her favorite anime, Gurren Lagann. And the funniest thing about this one is Squidward Tentacles from SpongeBob SquarePants makes a very brief cameo appearance in Gurren Lagann.
It's a vague kind of, obviously Squidward, but very different colored.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of neon lights and stuff in the background, too. That is obviously Squidward.
Also there.
I didn't believe anybody the first time I heard
If you get a magnifying glass, it's Squidward. That's why I'm enlarging it so much. I'm like, can you see it yet? Can you see it yet?
Are you feeling it now?
Mr. Krabs.
He can be seen in episode 12. Squidward can be seen in the background. And they say he's just some random beast man, but that is clearly Squidward.
SpongeBob.
And now what's funny is the German, the only real link I could find here is that the German Gurren Lagann's dub voice actor also voices the German Squidward.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if that was enough to quantify putting Squidward in an episode.
I mean, that's enough.
I guess.
That's enough of a reason. You can make up any reason you want to throw anything in there.
Yeah, one of the voice actors, I don't remember, Iguane as the voice actor that does the Squidward, and he's just there, he's chilling in the background for a couple frames during the episode 12 of Gurren Lagann. But
he doesn't look like he's chilling there.
Well, look, there was things happening. Okay,
yeah.
I'm not gonna get into
Okay, fair enough.
Lagann,
there's things happening.
Stuff always happens. There's nonsensical.
And like you're right, but Gurren Lagann's still a good anime, and I don't even like mech anime, so there you go. Got another one for us, DC?
Yeah, no, this is just super obvious. It's Cremorty High School. I had to bring it up because I had to.
Because if you know this anime, you have fine taste.
Yeah, no, it's just the fact that Freddie Mercury's in it.
Yeah, he's just there.
Yeah,
but he's in the plot and everything.
I know. He sings. He's called Freddie.
He's the most bad kid in high school.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Bait isn't really an Easter egg, but it is. It totally is.
It's beautiful.
It's just thrown in there at first, where they're introducing the kids, and it's just like, and that's Freddie. And it's just Freddie Mercury, and he's just there. And he's
what else would you expect Freddie Mercury to be doing in Cremorty?
Look, if you've never seen Cremorty High School,
you need to.
I can't recommend it. Yeah, exactly. You need to. I'm gonna warn you, it makes no sense.
It gets weird sometimes. It gets real weird.
If I wanted to watch something that got weird and made no sense, I'd watch Bo.
And then JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo makes some semblance.
Yeah.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure starts normal.
And then it devolves rapidly.
Cremorty High School starts at 11 and gets worse.
Yeah, it takes it to 100 real fast.
It's sort of like Bo. Kind of starts normal at first. Like, if you actually watch the series.
He uses nose hairs as a weapon.
I know, but the first few episodes have some semblance of normalcy for an anime.
Yeah.
And then they just give up. It's like Australians trying to actually pronounce something.
Yeah, no, it just gives up. Cremorty High School...
Say the first few syllables and then...
Cremorty High School doesn't even try to pretend to be normal.
It doesn't pretend to be an anime. It's like, nah.
It's just like, here's Freddie Mercury and a robot, and nobody actually thinks... Nobody questions the robot. or the gorilla. Or the fact that Freddie Mercury and the gorilla have some sort of friendly rivalry going on with each other.
It just, yeah. And, I mean, yeah.
It's just...
It goes places.
It's like, Gintama's weird, but Gintama also sort of starts off kind of vaguely normal. And then devolves. But not Cremorty High. Oh, no. Gintama is amazing. It is a strange mixture of bizarre and also really good.
I've seen many memes of it. There's a truck full of things, and they're driving down the road, and yeah,
Look, there's an entire episode where Gintama pees on the grave of a dog, and he becomes a dog, and then one of the people shows up, and he's a gorilla, and they're just looking at him, and he's just like... The best part is that nobody thinks, when he's a gorilla, everybody just treats him like he's him. They don't treat him any different.
Well, do you want to know what my last one is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jujutsu Kaisen!
Yeah.
Kaisen.
And I actually went and I could not actually specifically find a GIF for this, so I had to go make a GIF for this, just for this.
Wow. But it didn't work.
I didn't have internet, okay, for like 2 days. And if you see the little
That's
orange
the
dot in
difference.
corner, that was my phone. I did this on my phone, people. That's how much I wanted to see this.
Dedication.
Yes,
I love this. I love that
I
scene.
love And
I love that scene so much.
it's from various animes. In Jujutsu Kaisen episode 6, Yuji rattles off a bunch of random attacks from other anime. He's doing training with Gojo, and he just randomly starts, because Gojo's like, we can get you to do attacks and stuff, and he starts going off with the Spirit Gun from Yu Yu Hakusho, a Bankai from Bleach, Rasengan from Naruto, Kamehameha, and Doan Wave from Dragon Ball Z. And I feel it. It's just like, oh, I want to be a superpower character.
Because he's like, oh, well, you have to be born with cursed techniques. He's like, so you won't have it. And he's like, ah.
I feel it. If I was told that, like, hey, you get to be a superhero, but you don't have any powers.
Well, it's kind of different because he does have powers. It's just he doesn't get like a specific one. It's pretty much just like you get to be a superhero, but all you get is super strength.
Yeah, well, he already kind of had super strength in a way.
And no name for it.
No, yeah, and no name. You just have you just get better.
You just have a
really
thing.
hard. You
get. But I could already punch hard. Yeah, but now you can punch harder.
And you can make some glowy bits come around your fist, so it looks super cool.
I gotta admit, I really love the way they do cursed energy. It looks so awesome. Every time someone powers up that cursed energy, it just looks.
It's so good.
I love.
Demon Slayer.
My God.
I just don't understand the breaths. I really don't.
I understand breathing. I've been doing it for 30. No.
Water. I don't know.
But yeah, that's what I don't get about it. Is how does the different breathing allow you to make fire? What? And it's not it's not even explained that it's spirit energy or anything like that. No, it's literally how they breathe.
Yeah, pretty much. Did you have another one, DC?
Yeah, it was actually shown previously from Rurouni Kenshin. There is a bomb that is fired off at the characters that features the One Piece logo on it, which was a nod to the.
And now I can't find it. Oh, jeez.
I can't remember.
One moment, please.
With the One Piece logo on it.
I can't remember what the exact story was. I remember that Ichiro Oda served as an apprentice to a mangaka, and I don't remember if it's Rurouni Kenshin's mangaka or not.
We got it, boys.
But the two of them worked together at one point. Whether it would be both as apprentices or one being the master and one being the apprentice. But they did both work together at one point, and so when One Piece was sort of starting to get big, Rurouni Kenshin's mangaka threw in that little nod as a hey, congrats on making it sort of thing, which was really cool.
Yeah,
I really like that.
It is super cool. So and then
some of the stuff that happened with Rurouni Kenshin's author.
Yikes!
Anyway,
forget about it.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen the anime of Gintama, but I guess that one's got whole episodes that are dedicated to.
Have you ever seen Magical Arcade of Benabashi?
Never even heard of it.
All right, Magical Arcade of Benabashi is sort of like Gintama before Gintama, where it's about two kids who are trying to get back to their universe, and they keep going through all of these different universes while they're trying to get back home. And it's just parody after parody after parody. There's mecha parodies, there's fantasy parodies, there's Sailor Moon parodies. There's, at one point in time, the main dude is in a fighting competition where he's dressed up as Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon, and during the fight he becomes a Super Saiyan and fires off a Kamehameha. Gintama is that, where randomly Gintama will dress up as a character from Bleach, and he's just he just is. Or he'll mention random mangas, and they'll do random manga thing, where it's just, there is just episodes where it's like, we're doing a One Piece thing this week. Or, no, this week we're doing a Bleach thing. Now we're doing a Naruto thing. Now we're doing a Sailor Moon thing.
Fun.
Gintama is an anime or manga, depending on which one you want to read or watch, where you have to sort of accept that there is no logic or reason for most things.
Fair enough.
Where it's very odd because the backstory is super serious.
Speaking of logic and reason, it's time for Anime Club.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say that's a little early, but yeah.
Is it?
It's a little early.
No. No. Not at all.
Well, considering how much there is to really talk about.
Well, I think there's plenty to talk about. But, I mean, if you want to finish talking about Gintama, I won't stop you, so go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say the backstory of Gintama is actually really interesting in that aliens invaded Earth during the Edo period, I think. And Gintama was a samurai who fought to defend Earth from the aliens, but they end up losing, and the aliens sort of, take over and kind of, change the culture of Earth and things like that. And so Gintama's this, ex-samurai who was on the battlefield, lost a ton of his friends in the fight, saw a bunch of his pals die and things like that. And now he's just this, kind of a joke character.
Poor dude.
Yeah, no, super serious backstory. Even the main character, his sister, was gonna get sold off to a brothel because they couldn't pay for their family dojo, and then it devolves from there into just it's very odd. It is a very odd turn that happens fairly quickly.
That's a thing.
Gintama doesn't know what it wants to be.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, it's great.
That's fair.
Also, Gintama has an obsession with Shonen Jump.
Who doesn't these days?
Very true. Very true.
If you one of otaku kind, then you one of otaku kind.
So,
and even if you don't read manga, I don't get a chance to read a lot of manga, I'm still like Shonen Jump because that's where a lot of these anime that we all love and know about originated. So
there's a lot of good ones. It's a lot of good ones.
Hey DC, what's Anime Club?
So Anime Club is where we get together and we watch anime. This season we are watching Dr. Beverage, aka Dr. Ramune, Mysterious Disease Specialist, and The King's Avatar. And we also watch an anime movie. This week's movie was hard to find because it's known as Journey to Agartha, but that's not its main name. Its main name is... Yes, its main name is Children Who Chase Lost Voices, but the literal translation is Children Who Chase Stars. So there's a whole lot that... It was really hard to find this film.
I did not have a hard time. You could have asked me.
Well, I was looking for Journey to Agartha, and it is not called that anywhere.
To be fair, when I posed it for Anime Club, I did tell you it had multiple names, and there's no reason why.
Well, I mean, it's... No reason.
Sorry for disappearing there for a moment. I dropped something. Had to pick it up. Anyway.
It's a film.
So, Dr. Ramune, Mysterious Disease Specialist, Season 1, Episode 11. Oh, we're not watching it right now because we're still looking for a
there you
broadcast
go.
manager. Yeah.
Yes, we are.
And so if you want to be that broadcast manager, you want to host Anime Club on Fridays or Saturdays, because there for a while was Friday, there for a while was Saturday. Whatever day tickles your fancy, hit us up in the Discord. We can watch anime together.
We could.
But anyway, we're on to Toru's Deeply Mysterious Disease, or Mysterious Story, Part 2. Can you give us a speed run summary of this one, DC?
Recap followed by breaking into a cult, and then Ramune convinces Toru to eat at his place. Also, Toru's family is kind of mean and
Very
crappy.
mean to Dr. Ramune?
Just crappy in general.
Yeah. First we saw they were very supportive as long as everyone was doing what they wanted them to do.
As long as they did what they wanted him to do, yeah. And then basically, Ramune makes them see the world like Toru sees it, and then the cult tries to kidnap Toru, and his family beats them up.
Yeah,
That's a quick recap.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. That was and that's pretty much what happened. But
that's also pretty much the episode. Yeah.
When Kuro's still in the cell, he's so completely enveloped by the fact that he's wrong and this will help him and all this other kind of stuff. And
yeah,
Dr.
he's
Mune
completely
really
brainwashed.
We really see Dr. Mune being himself and going above and beyond to help Kuro.
Yeah.
Because, well, later you find in the episode, you find out that the cult, then we notice that he's missing. They're like, look, this kid goes to a good school. He could be rich. He could be this. He could be that.
Yeah, because he goes to a school that's like politicians and rich people and actors, and everybody sends their kids there, and their goal is to like brainwash the entire family.
Yeah.
Also, just like I don't know about you, but I felt like after Ramune saves Kuro, the cult plotline kind of served its purpose, and it really didn't need to keep going.
No, but they wanted to add that comedic effect in there. But anyway, as I said, the cult, wants to keep him so they can control him and manipulate him and get some advantage. It's like a religious cult thing. I don't know. I didn't like it.
Look, it's a cult. It's literally like Scientology. Let's just throw it out there. It's like Scientology. It's what it is. Because they're like, you gotta level up. And we're gonna cure you of your suffering, which is sort of like what Scientology says.
You mean like all religions?
Yeah, but at least with certain religions,
by believing very, very hard in whatever it is, you too can be cured of whatever ails you.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, at least with like certain
psychiatrists, pills, medications, nah, faith, friends, faith.
And just at least with some religions, there's like a way to end your suffering that doesn't require you starve yourself in a box. It's like, with like, oh no, just ask the gods for forgiveness, or in case of Japan, go to a temple, throw in like $5 and say a prayer. You're good to go.
Bring a food offering or whatever.
Yeah. Actually, that's an interesting thing about Japan. If you go through the torii gates, those are supposed to cleanse you of your sins.
Mm-hmm.
So,
when that's why.
Damn,
goes to the shrine.
I need me one of them.
Well, see, that's what I mean by like some religions. Some religions to clean yourself of demons, it's super easy, and in the cults, it's really hard.
Yeah. We don't have any idea what the cults would be trying to imply here. Anyway.
For 10 easy payments of $50, you too can cleanse yourself of suffering.
Don't forget, we definitely are gonna waterboard you a little bit as well, because them demons can't swim.
Yeah, exactly.
Demons.
Yeah,
but,
I kind of want to. There's something I really want to talk about in this episode where, so Kuro gets brought back to the temple, realizes that this is what's actually removing the spirits from his sight. Ramune shows him Ramune shows him his like stomach is like turning black, which is really weird. But he gives Kuro some porridge that helps him because it's made with something.
It's mild and it's made with something.
But this is what I want to talk about. The name for the weird amoeba-like creatures that they see is dumb.
What was the name?
Mysterious.
Oh yeah, it's just mysterious.
That is the way it's spoken as. We call them mysterious. Like, what? Hi, Missy. Like, okay, duh. That's what they are. They're mysterious. That's a stupid name. Like you don't call them since they say like the theory is that they're fallen gods that came to Earth after people stopped believing them. Like, so you're not calling them like god cells or god particles or god, god shells or like
I love
spirit
atomic. That's what you said. Hi, Misty too. I just
spirit cells, god cells. Ghost
no, they're
cells.
just gonna call it the mysterious, and that's all you're.
Not even the mysterious. Just this creature is called mysterious. Like
we have no idea what this amoeba thing really is, so we're just gonna call it mysterious.
Yeah, that's like
that cat dog.
Yeah, that's just like that's just lazy. I'm sorry, it's just so lazy. Like you could have called it literally anything.
Well, I guess Vegas says why.
That's just what annoys me. You could have called it anything. Calling it mysterious is like we call these odd creatures odd.
Hey, look, this is weird.
Yeah.
Nope, not my lap.
We call it weird.
There you go. Get up there on the chair where you stay.
This is a weird thing, so we call it weird. It's just like you could have called it anything.
Yeah, you're right. I did also want to mention that it was funny because the way he convinced Kuro that he had to fight for what he would stand up and not quit swallowing his words because that was what was causing the black sand was food. He's like, do you want to eat boring plain rice every day for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Or do you want like ramen and special barbecue?
Yeah.
And...
While you eat that porridge, I'm gonna eat this tonkatsu pork.
Exactly. It was just funny.
Yeah.
So finally,
I did think that it was
good.
I was gonna say I did think that it's interesting that it was him swallowing his own words, which caused him to vomit up. I guess it's not black sand, but instead it might be kanji, like little tiny pieces of little kanji pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really know. Either way, it's nice that it's not food. It's all I think. All I care about is that it's not food. But I don't know. So
eventually he stands up for himself. His parents get on board, so he has to visit shrine 2 times a day because it helps keep the things away.
I also wanted to talk about when he was feeding Kuro at his house and he called his parents, but he didn't know Kuro's name, so he's just like,
I have your child.
I have your son. And that's all he said? Like,
you're calling the dojo with a bunch of highly trained people. Like, I understand the hostility the family had to an extent.
Yeah, like, you could have been like, hey, your kid's here?
Yeah.
That would have been the proper thing to say.
Or Dr. Ramune was just trying to get them not to worry, but he's also an idiot.
Yeah, well, you should say more than just "I have your son."
Then hang up and panic.
Yeah, that's.
My God, I would scream. I don't even have a son.
I did like that when they go to see his family. They're just like. Kuro's just like, what did you say to them? And he's like, it was a completely normal phone call.
He's like, the family's like, no, it was not.
But yeah, Kuro's family is kind of jerks.
Yeah.
They beat up the doctor, and they're like, oh, he made you think this way. He messed with your mind, and Kuro kind of is like
literally what the cultists were doing to him, not Dr. Ramune. Don't show.
And Kuro goes back to his whole like, oh, I made it up. I did all this. Blah,
yeah,
blah,
he
blah,
backpedals because he thought it was easier.
Yeah. And then like Ramone's like, no. Do you want to like vomit your whole life? Do you want to miss out on like the Korean barbecue and all this other stuff? And that's when he's like, oh, you were making me jealous with food. And Toru fights his big brother. And he's like, he just needs to hold him. He just needs to, like, stop him one time for, like, a second. And that's when Kuro says, like, hey, bro, can I borrow your adult teacher video?
Yes. That was funny.
That was good. But we see that Ramune has this gate.
And the whole family, though, these expressions on their faces, they range from, To
Confused to shocked.
utterly repulsed, and it was just funny.
Like, the sisters were kind of like, what?
And the dad definitely knew why those kids had that. The look on his face. He's like,
Dad's, I feel like Dad's probably like, they got into my stash. But, yeah, no, I do like that we found out that there's this weird gate, not like Rimune's other ones that he has, which allows him to see through the other gate, but it's a gate that allows people who can't see the mysterious to see the
little
mysterious.
lattice fox.
Yeah.
It looked like the little circle, and he just like looked through it. But he showed all of them with the lattice fox, yeah.
And they're like, oh, so this is what? Oh, we're sorry, we're jerks.
So, and then after they figure it out, the brother still doesn't like Dr. Amune, but Kuro feels better understood.
Yeah.
And it's very cute. They figure out that every day he has to eat this food with the special medicine ingredient in it.
Yeah, so he has
Which is weird because we have no other treatment that is, mind you, we have no other treatment that's ongoing in the anime.
Yeah, he got, like, he is understood by his family. That's what was stopping him. That was why he was. So why is he still being affected by it?
Maybe because he's gonna continue. It's just part of who he is, just to swallow back his words. And he's like the youngest son of the family as well. So in Japanese culture, it's not common for the younger children to be heard or speak up. Yeah,
he's the youngest son, but the middle child.
Yes.
But yeah, they have like a bonding moment, and then the cult shows up to try and kidnap him.
And like they have a few seconds where they can sit there and bad guy, we're kind of here to take you, whether you like it or not. You need healing or whatever, and then the whole family's just like, nah. No,
they beat him up. They beat him up.
So did you see the after? It was very cute because Kuro starts visiting the shrine every day, and he wants to help the doctor as a thank you. And the doctor gets so excited because he has an apprentice.
Yeah,
and Kuro's like, I'm not an apprentice.
I'm not your apprentice.
And then the doctor just continues being excited.
You ever see Chowder on Cartoon Network?
No. I've seen pieces of it, but I don't like the show.
Oh, yeah, I've seen pieces of it.
When he was like, I'm not your apprentice, it just reminded me of Chowder. I'm not your boyfriend!
No, that's fair. Yeah, I know that reference, so fair enough.
Yeah, we got a preview of the next episode, which didn't give away anything.
Wait, did you see that a year later they're at the same aquarium, the deep sea visit?
Yeah.
Dr. Amune was just like weirdly zoning out.
Yeah, but that's like we get the preview of the next episode, and I was just like, that preview explained like at least
absolutely nothing.
No, I have no idea what it's about at all. But our final episode will be called Dr. Amune, Mysterious Disease Specialist.
Ow. Sorry.
Yeah, Missy knows Chowder. Which is going to be a really weird day, because it's like, today we're watching Dr. Amune, Mysterious Disease Specialist, episode 12, titled Dr. Amune, Mysterious Disease Specialist.
Yep, that's going to happen.
That is a long title.
Yes, it is. Did you catch this episode of King's Avatar?
No, I've given up on it. I really just can't explain how little I have any interest at all in that anime anymore. There is nothing that I like about it except for Steam Bun Invasion. He's literally the only thing I like. But after 10 episodes of being bored out of my mind, I gave up. I just gave up. I can't. I don't even read the synopsis anymore. That is 20 minutes of my life that I can spend doing literally anything else. And honestly, I don't have enough minutes in the day to care about King's Avatar.
So, episode 11 is titled A True Display of Brutality. So, Steam Bun, our boy, he's still in the well, and he's playing the demon in the well thing, and the dude that's down there with him eventually says, hey, I'm not with the dudes that are chasing you. They kind of talk, and they're like, oh, well, let's be friends, and it turns out that that's Cleansing Light, the dude who's been writing all the guides. And so they make a friend request, and he's like, okay, well, we both want to get out of here. So they make an escape, and people are chasing him. And they're running across rooftops trying to get away from these player killers that are hunting down everybody in Lord Grimm's team. And so, and then they run across and they eventually shake the pursuers.
So
And
I just have one question. What happens if they die?
Well, in last episode, Tang was hunted down and died, and she came back. Gentle Mist, I believe, is her character name. So I don't.
So nothing.
I don't know. I imagine that it. Well, I imagine it's inconvenient because Boss asked. I think it was last episode. Boss asked Lord Grimm to go get revenge for someone taking out Little Tang. So I imagine.
So it's just like.
Hey, stop rubbing on the cords to my computer. That's illegal.
So it's kind of just pointless.
Sorry, my cat wants attention so badly. She's rubbing on all the cords down there.
This is all I hear from that is it's like, well, it's just inconvenient. It's like, so why run? Just
so, and Cleansing Light and Steam Bun, they like hide in this little building. They have a chat, and eventually he's like, "Why don't you have an orange weapon?" And Steam Bun's like, "Yeah, the boss says they're too expensive." He's like, "How did you ever get the record without an orange weapon?" Mind blown. He's doesn't understand it.
Because the main character is OP, and pretty much he's the one that does everything.
He is God. He is the battle god EQ. Come on now.
I mean, yeah, but he also has stat limitations.
So Lord Grimm's checking on everybody, and Steam Bun's like, "Yeah, we made a friend and we're safe." So they plan up to meet in Kongi Forest, which we have not seen or heard of until this moment. And then they go, and then Sumu Chong is there, and she's talking about most of their presents, their pursuers are all level 33. So when we see that the guilds, Tyrannical Ambition, Herb Garden, Samsara Mist, Castle, Blossom Valley, and Voidwalker guilds are all hunting them. And while they're in the world chat, they're like, "Hey, Blue River, you in on this?" And Blue River's like, "Nah, no, I'm not doing it. Not today. Not for me. The stars, they're not in alignment.
So
not today."
I wanted to talk about, like, there's a webtoon called Hardcore Leveling Warrior, which is it's also about people playing a game, but it's like a game you log into when you're asleep. It's very interesting. Yeah. You put your headphones in and you go to sleep and you go into this game and like.
So while you're dreaming, you're playing the game.
Yeah. So,
gotcha.
But like one in-game day is like 1 hour in like real time. So most people sleep for 8 hours. You're in game for about a week, something like that. But like in that one, if your character dies in the game, you're reset to level 1.
Oh.
And so. That's like what the whole thing is about. Hardcore Leveling Warrior, who was the #1 player in the world, who got killed and was reset to level 1, but he was a jerk, and so everyone wants to kill him. And now that
reasonable,
and now they have the chance and the opportunity, and many people do. And so, like, that sort of reminds me of overpowered character who has to restart from level 1, but like. He struggled, and just
sorry, follow my migraine pill.
I bring that up because at no point
human problems.
Yeah, at no point does EQ really struggle in any of this.
Well,
I mean, really.
A little.
Okay, yeah, I'm talking like the main character of Hardcore Leveling Warrior almost dies multiple times, and when he goes back to level 1, he's so weak he can't even beat a slime. The level 1 slimes, it takes him days, and it's actually kind of funny though because they don't do enough damage to hurt him, and at one point in time he has a bunch of little slimes that have just like latched onto him and are biting him, and he uses them to attack people. He pulls them off and throws them at people.
Right, Missy in chat says they want to watch it. I'd probably watch it if it was an anime. I'd give it a go.
Oh, I read it as a webtoon, despite me not liking webtoons, but it's really funny.
I don't like webtoons, but I've read at least 3.
I know. Some of them I like are really good, and other times it's just not worth it.
Look, one of the few webtoons that I used to read, I don't have time for anymore, with Castle Swimmer, and don't you at me. I will accept no ats for reading Castle Swimmer. Anyway.
I really do. I really do recommend Hardcore Leveling Warrior, though. It is fantastic.
I thought you were going to say something else. Moving on. And so then they're in the Kanji forest, and Lord Grimm's running on the trees, like Naruto style, running on the trees with his little umbrella weapon.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Sure. And
Have you
then
not
he
seen
starts
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
No, I actually have not. There's a lot of movies I've not seen.
That's like the most famous wire work running on buildings and trees movie. You gotta watch.
I watch anime.
You gotta watch Kung Fu films.
Topic Missy in chat says that they'll have to check it out. I love Webtoon. But, so anyway...
DM me, Missy, I'll give you a link.
Yeah. Anyway, they're in the forest, and he starts getting spammed by, PK, that's what he says. It's Hong Xiaotan, you remember the dude with the towel? From the other guild that was trying to... The master swordsman that was trying to be sneaky to help Lord Grimm. Well, he's there, and he's demanding a PK, player killer. He's demanding to duel with him. And Lord Grimm's like, no, if you want to duel with me, come with me. If you want to fight, come with me. I'm busy. So then eventually they get there, and they're chatting, and then a bunch of pursuers appear, and they start chasing him down. He's like, if you want to kill players so badly, kill them. Lord Grimm's like, you want to fight? Fight with them. So he gets caught up. The Hung Shatan gets caught up in helping Lord Grimm with these pursuers, because now they're like, that dude, because he's playing on his alternate account. He's playing his Flowing Tree, and he starts spamming chat and just talking so much he gets lightheaded, like he does in the pro matches. So they're like, that dude's trying to be Hung Xiaotan, but there's no way he's Hung Xiaotan. They decide they have to kill him too, and. It's funny, and they're like, oh, he's not worth our time. He's only a level 27, and then he gets really mad. He gets triggered and starts just going after people, just trash-talking them so hard. And it's funny, because he's talking, playing, and filling the screen with peach bubbles so much that Lord Grimm's actually like, could you stop? I need to be able to see. Because it actually shows the little speech bubbles popping up everywhere. It's hilarious. And they're fighting. They're all fighting him. And Lord Grimm comes back and starts talking to him. And then after that, then Lord Flowing Tree, which is Hung Xiaotan, starts trying to fight Lord Grimm. And then we see, for the first time, DC, you've been waiting for this, we see the mana bar show up. Because Hung Xiaotan is finally out of mana, and Lord Grimm has some mana loss as well.
Yeah, and that just it makes it worse. That makes it worse.
How?
Because it's like you haven't really stated like Lord Grimm really do much this episode.
Oh, they were fighting too, but I didn't feel like I wanted to talk about the funny parts.
Yeah, but it's just like, but what about all of the other stuff he's done? And he doesn't run out of mana. Oh. It's just.
He's fighting as well, and his mana bar is halfway down. But see, he kind of manipulated Hung Xiaotan into fighting most of these people for him, and it was funny. So then they have to go back to back, and because they're surrounded by the other player killers, and there's like, I think there was like 10 or 12 of them all closing in on them. So they look and they find one weak spot, and they're going towards that. And then our other dude that we've seen as an antagonist is the captain, one of the captain that used to be underneath ZQ in Excellent Era. He's watching all this, and he's like literally angry that they have sent so many players all together after them, and they are doing so well. They're struggling a little bit, but they're still doing so well, and they're not dead yet. So this dude is absolutely triggered, because attackers are falling left and right, and all this other kind of stuff. And then Lord Grimm and Flowing Tree are back-to-back, counting opponents. Okay, now there's 18. And then they're like, well, this is getting bad. Suddenly explosions, Sumu Chong, Steam Bun Invasion, Cleansing Light, Gentle Mist, and Yifan. I forget the name of his Ghost Blade, but the one dude Lord Grimm talked into changing class. They're all there. They start doing buffers, team working, and all that kind of stuff. Lord Grimm takes command. Oh, Cleansing Light is there too, because he just kind of stuck around with Lord Grimm. And there's actually a scene where he's like, "Wait, that's Cleansing Light? But I wasn't even looking for him. That's just luck there."
It's just a bunch of stuff for just like,
And so he does command, does the strategy, and the captain from Excellent Era Dude, I don't ever remember his name. He's just a real jerk. He fights Flowing Tree, and Flowing Tree kicks his butt. And Cleansing Light starts like analyzing, like you see almost see the meme of the numbers and the analysts. And analyzing's like, oh, if we do this, we can do this, and we can get out of the situation. And as he's talking to himself and figuring it out, he brains himself on a tree. He walks into a tree and like knocks himself down. And then Steam Bun gets an order. Oh, I'm sorry, not Steam Bun. So as they're fighting, remember Lord Grimm's on duty right now. He's working at this thing. He suddenly gets. Apparently, the manager of this thing also has to be delivery boy, because he gets a little message over his intercom. Hey, I want some ice cream from McDonald's. Go get me some. And he's like, okay, sir, I'll be right there. And then he's like, we need to hurry. I need to finish this battle now because I need to do my job.
What's stopping him from just logging out?
I don't know. Maybe he gets a penalty or something if he logs out mid-battle. And he would also be leaving his team that came to save his behind.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, in Rust, like, you lay there on the ground to sleep so anyone could just, like, with a rock come and, like, smack your head in.
I don't think that would happen in this game, but I don't know.
I don't know. Like, may as well try something.
That Hung Zhao ice cream that everyone's been... I'm still waiting for the relevance to the plot this dude has with the ice cream cones. But...
well, you just had it. The person wants ice cream from McDonald's.
Yeah, and so another one wants it.
There you go. Payoff.
And lots more fighting. Enemies... The enemy team sits here and looks at these guys, because they're also bantering between themselves of why they're fighting. He's like, they're not even seeing us as people at this point. They're seeing us as another mob, and because that's how they're strategizing to take them down, as if those players were just a hostile mob in the game. So, and then because Hung Xiaotan is like, hey, whoever kills the least is the loser, and they're like, yeah, that's you. All of us have more than you do, and he's like, ah, and he starts trying to kill more people. It was entertaining. But that's the end of the episode. I thought it was entertaining. And honestly, I don't know what they're building up to, because it seemed like that was the big fight, and like the people versus Lord Grimm, because they're angry that Lord Grimm's taking all of the records for the 10th server and kind of just get...
Yeah, but it's not like
they can't his superiority everywhere, so...
It's not like they can't be broken.
No, everyone says they cannot be, but some of them already have been, and then...
Yeah, exactly.
That's them. So I imagine there are other strategies that people can figure out to break them again.
Yeah, so it just seems like, who cares?
I think everyone just wants the clout to be like, yeah, I was the one. I took down Lord Grimm, like a bragging right thing for it. So I don't know.
It's just like, who cares?
I mean, these people clearly are very much into their game. They're not
even pros. Most of them weren't even pros. So it's just like...
A few of them are.
Yeah, but, I mean, the vast majority aren't.
Have you ever talked to, like, I don't know, give it 10 years ago, World of Warcraft players?
Yeah, and I hated WoW. I thought it was dumb.
I also did not find the same allure to WoW that most people did, or EverQuest, or any of those sorts of games.
Don't get into League. Don't get into League. That's like...
League is just different. League is toxic.
That hits different, and yet I keep going back.
I know. It's like crack. It's just you keep going back.
I'm sorry.
I know it's bad for you, and it's every time it's like, but this time it's gonna be different. It's just like
no, it never is.
It's never different. It's never different. But you keep going back. It's that on again, off again relationship with that toxic ex, and you just can't get away.
I love it.
That's why I won't play League of Legends.
It's so funny.
The anti-sponsorship.
if you just get rid of like every other player, it's great.
PK. Anyway, but time for Empire News. Once
Hit us
again,
with that news.
we are looking for the Anime Club streamer. So if you have, and you gotta have good internet, unfortunately, at least
some
decent internet. At the very least, decent internet. And if you have decent internet and want to watch anime with us every week, one episode, one movie, hit us up on the Discord or any of the Otaku Empire social, or even our social medias. You guys know we have all kinds of all of the things. There is a way. I promise there is an easy way to reach us. Pick a person, pick an organization, pick a platform, message us. There's also other positions available in the Empire. If you want to do something else, pop in the Discord, see what we got for you. Then don't forget, we need to thank our patrons. Our boy Chase.
Yo.
Lissa, Lissa XO. I am dyslexic and I forgot how to read for a minute. And Adam Sharpinski or Adam S. They are all Soul Reapers, and we thank every single one of you for being our patrons. You guys are awesome. Keep being awesome, and we got a post show for you that should be very entertaining this week because I like the movie and somebody didn't.
Well, it's because I have standards.
Ooh. Okay. Shots fired.
Ouch.
Wow.
Nice.
That was really good.
I gotta respond to that.
I know.
Damn, son.
That's what I got.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. And thanks for being amazing. And don't forget, for as little as $1 a month, you too can become a patron and access all of our patron-only content, including the post shows, Season 1 pre-show, I think it was Season 1, and all of Season 0, because that was a time we had there. So, yeah. And we'll also, there's other little perks and benefits as well you can get from being a patron. You should check those out. But thanks so much for everybody, and DC, take us out this time. I always do. You do.
See you later, everybody. See you next week.
Bye. Season finale. Oh, what's our movie?
It's not gonna be great.
I forgot.
It's a World War II film, I think. I don't remember what it's called. It's The Wind Rises. The Wind Rises. Next week.
Rises. Is that a World War II?
For what I was reading. Bye, everyone.
Bye.